And on the mound, Rich Ankiel got a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. You see the tremendous record that he has in 17 starts, split between Arkansas and Memphis. He has a big curveball, a changeup, great command. Led all the minor leagues last year with strikeouts, 226. And you see there 145 Ks in 100 innings. He can put you away.
Great start to this season. Just 19 years old from Fort Pierce, Florida. Ricky Ankiel from the Memphis Redbirds, and the first pitch to Rafael Furcal from the Macon Braves of the South Atlantic League. He is an Atlanta Brave prospect, hitting .343, and he's hacking away, fouls it off.
He is regarded the way Andrew Jones was regarded 2 years ago. He's on 120 stolen base pace right now. A great middle infielder, and that's going to be open for them in shortstop in a couple of years.
He's just 18 years old, Peter. Very young prospect. Turns 19 August 24th. 5'10", 165-pounder from Loma de Cabrera in the Dominican Republic. And he's got the helmet cam on for this game. Several players have agreed to participate. And we'll show you the unique angle that represents out on the field. We talked to some of the players during batting practice, and they said it was a little bit heavy, but for the most part, not a big problem to wear it, and they're glad to help out.
The Braves have done a tremendous job in Latin America. They invest a great deal of money in international scouting, but this right now, this guy is the prize of their organization.
And Keel gets him swinging. Jammed him inside, and Furcal could do nothing with it. One down here in the first.
Well, they talked about looking like Sandy Koufax. That was a lot like the Steve Carlton slider there. Hard breaking ball starting on the middle of the plate, breaking down and in with tremendous rotation. Big loop in, and look how that ball just disappears down in there. Very tough pitch for a right-handed hitter to handle.
Next up, he faces Alfonso Soriano from the Norwich Navigators, AA Eastern League team of the Yankees. And we've got players of all levels, top prospects, not necessarily having the greatest seasons. You'll see some pitchers with sub-500 records, maybe some guys at the plate who aren't hitting .350 with 70 RBIs and 25 homers from this point of the year, but they are the top prospects of their particular level and team.
I know the people from Team USA told me in touring around watching all the minor leagues, they felt that Soriano is the best prospect in the minor leagues today.
That says a lot. There is Lou Brock. He is the skipper for Team USA. They have broken the bat. Ground ball shortstop. Kelly Transfeld's throw across the diamond to Nick Johnson. He's in time for the second out.
I like the way that the shortstop circles this ball here and gets in front of it. He could have backhanded, but he goes and circles the ball, gets in front of it, stays down, plants himself. He looks at the runner, which I don't like, takes a big crow hop, which is okay. But you're going to realize that when you get up a little higher in the leagues, AAA and big league hitters, especially 1- and 2-hole hitters, going to beat that ball out.
Of course, he's been playing second base most of this year. He came up for a while when McLemore was hurt, but they plan to have him be the second baseman with Royce Clayton.
Uribil Durazo started the year with El Paso in AA, Texas League, then went right to the Tucson Sidewinders, AAA affiliate of the Arizona Diamondbacks. From Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico.
This is an amazing story. This guy went to Pima Community College in Arizona, kind of disappeared, played a little bit in the minor leagues in Mexico. Last year was his first full season. It was the Mexican League Rookie of the Year. Hit well over 300, and here he is now all the way in AAA in a hurry. As part of Roland Heeman's great connection in Mexico that brought him so many great players like George Orta over the years.
So Ricky Ankiel trying to finish off the world team. We'll only see 1 inning per pitcher in this game. We've got a 7-inning format, and Durazo earns himself a base on balls here with 2 down in the first. Ankiel is very close to being promoted to the major league level in the St. Louis Cardinals. Ray and Peter have talked about his tremendous numbers. A 3/4 delivery we'll see sometimes from Ankiel. Great control. Just 80 walks in his first 240 innings of pro ball. He faces Jorge Toca now from Norfolk AAA of the Mets. Shot right up the middle of the base hit. Durazo around second is going to test the arm of Patterson in center, and he's there. So runners are the corners. with 2 down here in the first, and the World team is knocking on the door.
There's been a great deal of debate in St. Louis over whether or not to pick up Rick Ankiel. The feeling has been, and I know his agent Scott Boras has talked a lot to Walt Jocketty and Tony Russo about, don't bring him up too early. He doesn't want to see him throw too many innings before he's 21 or 22 years old. And Scott always uses the example of Steve Avery, who at 20, 21, 22 was throwing 230, 250 innings and lost the life in his arm. Ray, can you see that?
Well, I think Steve Avery may be one of those rare people that didn't hurt his arm but lost his mechanics. And you know, you'll watch Major League pitchers today. One pitch he'll throw 96, the next pitch 91, and the difference there is mechanics. And I think with Avery it was a lot mechanical, then it became mental. My feeling is if a guy is strong enough mentally to pitch in the big leagues, once he gets there, they can protect him on a pitch count, like Randy Smith is doing with Weaver in, I should say Randy Smith and organization is doing with Weaver in Detroit. So this kid already, that's the first time I've seen him live, and I can already tell you, just by the location of his fastball in and out, although that last ball by Tokyo was up, he has as good a breaking ball as I've seen from any major league left-hander this year, and certainly you cannot think of more than 2 or 3 guys that can throw 94 miles an hour from the left side.
Just inside to Aramis Ramirez from the Nashville Sounds, AAA Pacific Coast League affiliate of the Pittsburgh Pirates. He is the third baseman for the World team here. And Ankiel has gone from the #1 high school prospect all the way to the #1 AAA prospect in just about a year's time. Bouncer toward third. Runyon, tough play. Across the diamond of Johnson in time. And that'll do it for the World team. They threaten but do not score. That'll probably always see from Ricky Ankiel. Just pitching 1 inning in a 7-inning format from Boston. More on the way.